Please mark classification of sedimentary rocks on the basis of what?
Formation.
On the basis of formation. On the basis of formation becomes a very important concept to know. There are three types: mechanical, chemical, and organically formed rocks. Let's see mechanical. Mechanical. Do you know mechanical? We did last time. What was mechanical?
External.
Very good. Mechanical was external. So please write there mechanical equals external. They contain fragments of from breaking up of other rocks. These are called as, please mark the name, clastic sediments. Fragments from breaking up of other rocks. Other rock segments are there. Imagine Kabir is a rock, a part of Kabir. Ishan is a rock, a part of Ishan. Aratya, Sachi, Arnav, Diwan. Everybody, one sediment combines to make a rock. That is, all sediments together make a sedimentary rock. This type of rock is called as clastic sediments. In this process, the sediments are squeezed by the weight of overlying sediments called as external force. Please mark that. No. How can it be homogeneous? I'm taking one piece from you, one piece from him, one piece from him, one piece of him. Am I taking full of you? No, no. Homogeneous means one. Heterogeneous means multiple. It is heterogeneous. External pressure, please write there external pressure. External pressure is known. The sediments get layered by layer by layer by layer, get squeezed together. Continue marking. Such rocks are formed in layers, hence are also called as stratified rocks. Example, sandstone. A photo of sandstone. For reference, this is how sandstone is formed. Layer by layer by layer, stratified rocks. Other examples are, please mark, shale, sandstone, clay, conglomerates, and Louise. Chemically formed rocks. Chemical, what was chemical? Chemical means, if mechanical was external, chemical means internal change. Some change will occur from internal. Please look on the screen, don't talk. These rocks are formed by direct precipitation of minerals from the solution. The accumulation takes place in lakes and lagoons. The compaction happens through evaporation. The examples remain the same. Rock salt is found in the Dead Sea, Aral Sea, as well as example of India was Sambar Lake. This is your rock salt ka photo. If your hand goes behind, no, I will twist it forever. Here, please have a look. This is rock salt pans. Go behind, Nati, go behind. This is salt pans. That's not how it works. It's not compulsory. It's from Himalayas. Just because I say glacier water, that doesn't mean it's compulsory from glaciers. So that's something which you learn in college. Organically formed rocks. Organic means, please mark, remains of dead animal and plants. Examples are shells, Animal remains, it contains large portions of lime also. So we have learned three types of sedimentary rocks. Mechanical, where I took a piece from you, layer by layer by layer by layer. Sandstone is formed. Multiple layers of sand give you sandstone. Other examples were shale, Lewis, clay. Chemical changes were when they were happening from inside, like for example, rock salt. Rock salt is obtained from seawater, rock salt is obtained from water. Water is removed by evaporation, leaving the salt behind. And organically formed rocks are called as by dead animals and plants. This is an example of salt pans. And we see organically formed rocks. Organically formed rocks are these where you get all dead animals and plants together. They are formed through the skeletons and this of getting combined. Can you see this? There are skeleton shells and so on combined into a rock. Basically, get formed into a rock. Sorry, you said. What are carbonaceous rocks? Please mark very important. Peat, lime, bituminous are termed as carbonaceous rocks. Basically, it is in simple layman word, it has carbon in it. It has carbon in it. Carbon means it will eventually lead to formation of coal. Two types of siliceous rocks are formed due to the dominance of silica content. Siliceous rocks have more silica content. Carbonate rocks has carbonate in it. That is, example is chalk. Peat, limes, anthracite were coal, carbon. Silica has silicaceous. Chalk has chalk in it, that is carbonate. Fossil fuels are example is coal or petroleum. When these remains of dead animals and plants combine together to form rocks, they are called as fossil fuels. When the remains of plants and animals combine together into sedimentary rocks, they are called as fossil fuels. How are these formed? Please mark. Please mark if you do anything rubbish now. Please mark only process. This is the only process in your chapter. Only process or steps. Very important, you can't change the order of the steps. First, whatever your dead animals, plants have to get buried in order to undergo and form fossil fuels. First concept is to get buried. What are these? These are vegetable matter, remains of animals, which get submerged by the water. They get buried. Deep under the ground, they get buried. Then they start going change. Slowly, they start going change because the earth keeps on moving. Now pay attention. You have weathering, you have denudation, you have movements in the earth, tectonic movements, everything. They start forming into three stages. The first is peat, second is lignite, third is coal. These are the stages in which they get processed. First stage. It is a type of rock. It is a type of rock. It is used as fuel. These all take many years. That is millions of years. Just say, for example, the war which is on in Iran, the war which is on in Middle East, coal is supplied from there, oil is supplied from there is because of this process. They are underground land got millions of years before had vegetative matter, fuel, soil, all got buried under the ground for millions of years. It is a fuel. Please mark peat is a fuel. Peat is a rock which can be used as a fuel. It is basically carbon stage 1 or coal ka stage 1. Second stage is again lignite. It is more decomposed. Please mark the word more decomposed. So first came peat. Peat ke baad after some more decomposition comes lignite. It is more decomposed. It is a better version of the fuel. And then finally comes stage 3 coal. This is stage 1. This is stage 2. This is stage 3. What is the factor to go from one stage to another? Is time. Decompose. With time, decomposition happens. So the factor which you have to give it is time. Coal, you have coal around you. Black coal you have seen. Yes, it also is used. These rocks in the recent years include wax, resins. In coal, the percentage of carbon is very high. Bitumen and anthracite are two types of coal which are used for power generation. Yes, yes. There are multiple types of wax. The UV cattle wax is one. Can you look on the screen? On the basis of agents of formation, please mark a star there. If I take you to the previous page, it was on the basis of formation. Please check here, basis of formation, zooming in for your reference. Now we are learning on the basis of agents of formation. That one word can change an entire answer. One is formation. What is formation? Three types: chemical, mechanical, or organic. Agents of formation is what we see now. The word agents change everything. Sedimentary rocks on the basis of agents of formation are riverine, lacustrine, glacial, aeolian, and marine. They are all sedimentary rocks. Riverine, as the name says, they are formed by rivers, that is alluvial deposits. Lacustrine, the word lacustrine comes from the word lake. They are formed by lake, that is found of a lake corresponding to a successive periods of deposition. Lake deposition happens because in a bed of lake. Glacial is glacier deposits in the form of debris or tills. The glacier erode the sides of the valley and transport the eroded material further. But the source is the glacier. But no, in the forms of debris or tills. Glacial rocks will come down. Sorry. These are glacial rocks. What do you want? No, don't give him anything. These are glacial rocks. Nothing, you can stay without water, please. No. These are glacial rocks. Please have a look. These are glacial. They are rocks because of rivers. You're right. Yes, boss. He asked, I'll show you riverine rocks. These are riverine rocks formed because of rivers. Yes. And these are lacustrine. These are lacustrine rocks found at the river or lake ka bed. The lake may dry up, the lake may have water. Depending upon that, these are usually the river lagoons. Aeolian rocks. Sorry, river glacial rocks are rocks which are formed by glacier, debris, or tilts. The glacier erode the surface of the sides of the valley and get the sediments down. Where? Debris or tilts means big rocks, which you just studied, which you just saw. Aeolian rocks. Aeolian rocks are formed by sand particles brought by the winds. Please understand you're yet studying sedimentary rocks. They are all sources of sediments. रिवर से sediments आएगा, air से sediments आएगा, lake से sediments आएगा, glacier से sediments आएगा. Please mark, these are usually found in deserts. Loess is an important example of Aeolian rocks. This is a photo of the Loess rock for reference. These are Loess rocks, please. Through rivers. Aeolian is here on the screen because of rivers. Because of sand particles coming together. They are mainly found in deserts. Yes, the process is the same which we studied yesterday: compaction and then sedimentation. There are two types: marine rocks. Distinguish between marine rocks. We look into two types of marine rocks: calcareous and carbonaceous. Calcareous, please mark, have shells and skeletons. Examples, what happened? No, you're not doing anything. I don't know, can you pay attention and not disturb class? Calcareous sedimentary rocks are shells and skeletons of sea organisms. They have corals, clams, and oysters. They are found on the ocean floor and extract calcium carbonate from the water. Examples are chalk and limestone. They were very similar to others. They were very similar to the organic. Can you all both shut up? They are both similar to the organically formed rocks which we did here. These are similar to the calcareous. They have skeletons. They have skeletons of dead animals, plants, clams, oysters. They are found on ocean bed. Examples is chalk and limestone. Carbonaceous, they are formed by sea plants, which remain buried for a long time. It might have. Sea plants, these rocks are formed by sea plants which remain buried for a long time. They eventually become fossils. Carbonaceous become fossils, which we just studied. Please put repeated. We studied the process of coal being formed. Example is coal, peat, lime, lignite, bituminous, anthracite on the previous page. These are all types of coal which are formed by the pressure of overlying rocks. As soon as you hear carbon, you should know carbon is equal to coal. Which was that answer? Here, question number 42. This is repeated from question number 42. Last type of rocks, metamorphic. Look at this, because here we will see metamorphic rocks being formed. That is, metamorphic is very simple. These are rocks which are formed because of HAP. Just have a look at the photo first for reference so that you know what is metamorphic rocks. These are all metamorphic rocks. Marble, anthracite, genesis, quartzite, and many more. Let's see what are metamorphic rocks. These are the third category of rocks. If you see the flow chart here, which was there yesterday. So we saw igneous got into sedimentary. Now we see igneous get into metamorphic, or sedimentary get into metamorphic. It's a cycle. Any rock can become any rock. But the first one should always be igneous. The cycle will reverse. They both can come back to igneous also. There is a rock, on the entire thing, lava comes back. You have any different types of rocks, sedimentary, you have metamorphic, you have carbon-caseous sedimentary, you have mechanically formed sedimentary, you have chemically formed sedimentary, you have organically formed sedimentary, any type of sedimentary rock, but lava comes back on it, resulting in igneous. It's an entire cycle, but in this part of the cycle, we see now igneous go into metamorphic or sedimentary go into metamorphic. That's the third type of rocks. Metamorphic means, the word metamorphic means it is derived from metamorphase. Metamorphase means something is changing. What is changing? This rock is changed because of, please mark HAP. HAP. And heat and pressure. The main cause of change is heat and pressure. Very good. Yes. So change can happen from the outside, the change can happen from the inside. HAP, heat and pressure. The rock once was igneous or sedimentary. Underline that word, once was igneous or sedimentary. It underwent physical or chemical change. The heat and pressure came from outside or inside, resulting in metamorphic. I will teach you. What are the causes of metamorphism? It is a form of rock which has temperature, pressure, or both. It will change either the composition or texture. Please write CAT. CAT has an effect on CAT. Heat and pressure may change your composition or can change your texture. Looks from outside, right? Texture looks from outside. Composition may be from inside. Heat and pressure can happen something from inside or from outside. So HAP has an effect on CAT. HAP has an effect on CAT. Characteristics. Now these types, because they are going under heat and pressure, they are harder and more compact than the original form. This new rock, which is undergone HAP, heat and pressure, will be much more stronger than the previous original rock. Example, marble made from limestone is harder than limestone. Down, marble is down. You are standing on your leg. It depends upon that. That doesn't cover. Granite is usually on fires. walls or something. Those can be on counters. That is this what you asked was it depends upon how strongly do you throw it. It's not. It's a rock. It will not break so easily, but it. Most of them are impermeable. They do not allow water to go through. They do not have fossil fuels. Why? Please write because of app. Fossil fuels get destroyed because of heat and pressure. And they are cat changes and new minerals are formed in the process of metamorphosis. Thermal metamorphism takes place due to the influence of temperature. Please write T for thermal, T for temperature. So under this app, HAP, what is more active here? Heat is more active. Confirm? Thermal matlab heat. For example, please mark an example of a metamorphic rock which is formed by thermal metamorphism. Slate is formed into clay and granite from coal. Dynamic metamorphism is when the pressure is more. So we write again the same words, HAP, and this time what is more active? Pressure is more active. The previous one, heat was more active. Here, pressure is more active. At a great depth within the Earth's crust. Example, please mark. It both are very good. Both are correlated. It's not that heat increases, the pressure will not. Or if pressure increases, heat is not. Here we are seeing which is the more active agent or which is the more active factor. That's not compulsory. Pressure can increase on the surface also. When the temperatures are normal, pressure can increase at that time. Pressure can increase because of weight of overlying rocks also. It's not compulsory. It's not in direct relation to temperature. Come on. The rocks used in Taj Mahal in Agra. The rocks used in Taj Mahal at Agra are marbles. Taj Mahal is made out of marble, which was formed by dolomite. The Dilwara temple at Abu was also formed by the similar marbles. And a very short answer, please mark. What? No, this is not there in our portion. I'm just making you take a summer break and vacation. Kabir, we are almost 3/4 way through and you just asked me that question. Please mark foliation. It is the process under the conditions of change. Some change will happen where the minerals automatically get arranged in a series of band layers. In a series of band is called as foliation. No. Exfoliation was in weathering where layer by layer things come out, which was in chemical. Regional metamorphism. Please mark regional is based on this trait. You have a problem. Then less than 2 minutes, you keep shifting. No marking. Due to mountain building processes, igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks are deep buried inside the crust. The pressure of the overlying rocks and intense heat caused by large-scale earth movements results in regional metamorphism. Regional matlab over a area. Over an area. Hap will happen. We are talking about only a particular area. App may happen over a particular area. When the area is very small, it can also be called as local metamorphism or contact metamorphism. We are talking about a specific area. For example, many metallic minerals are found in gold and silver, which are found as metamorphic rocks. Gold and silver not available throughout the world. Gold and silver is only available in specific parts of the world. India has only 2 to 3 mines of gold. That's it. Middle East has a lot of gold mining. So what happens on those lines? Why? Because of regional metamorphism, that particular region or nerve must have gone through some kind of change. Have intense change. वहां पर कुछ intensely change हुआ होगा. That's why gold and silver are found only in some parts of the world. Gold mining and silver mining is very expensive. That is, and if it happens on a very small area or because of contact, it's called as small local or contact metamorphism. Because of heat and pressure. Because of heat and pressure. In simple words, in ninth grade, I can tell you because of heat and pressure. There are obviously the process is not confined to only 2 words, heat and pressure. The process is confined to a lot. Yes, Arnav, everything is okay. Economic significance, please mark short. One more. I just told you heat and pressure. Heat and pressure is just 2 terms. As a process is not related to 2 terms. It takes a lot of years and there is much more depth in it. It's covered in only 3 questions. That is, what is metamorphic rocks, what is metamorphism, and 3 types of metamorphism. It's a metamorphic. It's a thermal metamorphic rock. It's a regional metamorphic rock. Short. Please mark economic. The source may be a rock. Initial source would be a rock. कहाँ से तो आएगा ना? Where will it come from? It will come from the earth. The earth is the rock. Let's mark economic significance. Like minerals, rocks are of great resource value. Like here, see here. Like minerals, rocks are of great resource value. Some directly and some constitute of minerals. Rocks are made out of minerals. Example, any kind of mineral. Rocks also give you metals. Example, gold, silver in your case, which you asked. Soils are formed from rocks, chapter 9. Almost all building materials like roads, flyovers, buildings are made out of rocks. Look around, you will find construction happening. You will find some or the other kind of rock. Look around, you will find some or the other kind of rock. Somewhere or the other, rock is always there. Rocks are a source of precious metals. Look here, your question, like gold, silver, and platinum. Apart from fossil fuels, rocks are now used for manufacturing various articles also. Yes. Rock cycle. The earth is 4.5 billion years old, very old. Obviously, the earth undergoes rock cycle, that is rock transformation. This continuous process of transformation of old rocks into new ones is known as rock cycle. Old rocks become new rocks. For example, let's say the rock became, look here, igneous volcanic eruption happened. After that, it cooled down, it broke into sediments, it got transferred from place A to place B. There it went under heat and pressure. So igneous turned into sedimentary, sedimentary turned into metamorphic. This took millions of years, and suddenly after millions of years, the lava comes again. One eruption happens again, resulting in that metamorphic turning back into igneous. Old rock became new. The age-old rock which went through igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic becomes igneous back again. An old rock becomes new rock. This process of formation of sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous continues forever. Yes. Yes. Rock? No, that's not rock. Molten material is called as magma or lava. When it cools down and solidifies, many sediments, one sediment, one sediment. So both the igneous will turn into it cannot be both rock. You have to classify it either under igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic. So if it is find the source of formation. If it is volcano, it is igneous. No, lava doesn't have any rock. Lava is everything liquid. When that liquid cools and solidifies, its molten material is called as lava. उसमें कोई piece नहीं है. There is no rock piece inside. It's not like a mango juice where you find mango pieces also inside. That's not. It's too hot to have anything solid. It is all liquidified. Igneous rocks are the primary sources of rocks. Please mark. I told you multiple times before. The entire process starts from igneous rocks. Yes. Why are igneous rocks formed? Please mark due to volcanic activities. Once the igneous rock is formed, the rock breaks down, the disintegrated rock is moved and transported to the different levels by sea, water, wind, ocean currents, from basins, lakes, and breaks these sediments down. Please write sedimentary rock for reference. Once the cooling and solidification happens, then chapter 9 comes into the picture called as weathering. The rocks start to break down, weather. Then chapter 10 happens, that is they get one place to another, shifted. That's when igneous, please write there, igneous now start to shift into sedimentary. This point speaks about igneous first, and then it speaks about sedimentary. Lithification, please mark repeated but important. The accumulation, the entire thing undergoes lithification, that is compaction. Sediments, please write here, make the flow chart. Sediments now become sedimentary rock. The layers start to compact and squeeze into a rock. This process is called as lithification. That's what is the said below also. The loose sediments now turn into a sedimentary rock. Here. layers. The layers now squeezed into a rock. They were segments, they were sediments, or they were layers. Now they are squeezed into one rock. That's what point number 3 says. The loose sediments are now transformed into a sedimentary rock. After this, what will happen? Sedimentary rock will undergo what? Heat and pressure to form what? Metamorphic rocks. These sedimentary rocks break down. Here, please mark that statement. One statement. It can get recrystallined into igneous rocks. Sedimentary rocks may just become igneous back again if lava flows over it again. Or they get into transformed into metamorphic because of heat and pressure. In this operation, the rocks may melt once again. Metamorphic may turn into metamorphic rock may turn into igneous rock again. The disintegrated material may form into sedimentary rock once again. This all takes thousands of years to change, Pata. We just did it in 5 lines in less than 1 minute or less than 5 minutes. This takes thousands of years to change. This is called a sediment rock cycle. This is your flow chart. Copy. Igneous rocks are built for igneous rocks are used by builders and sculptures because igneous rocks are very easily available, economical, feasible in nature. These rocks are very strong, which is considered the best opinion for construction. Yeah, there are some important extra questions. Please mark advantages. Rock, lignite, and peat have almost carbon content. Rock, lignite, and peat have a carbon content starting from 60 going all the way till 90. These are also called as carbon composition rocks, called as carbonaceous rocks. It is used for fuel. This is repeated. I want you to put repeated, nothing new you learned. Carbon cases have carbon. Carbon means coal. Carbon content is from 60 to 90 used as fuel. And the last one which I want you to do is these two. Igneous rocks are associated with ores of metals and sedimentary rocks are associated with fossil fuels. This is the table which you need to learn, very important. After metamorphism, what rock changes into what? Yes. Limestone changes into marble. Dolomite chalk also changes into marble. Granite changes into genesis. Coal changes into graphite and so on. Shale changes into slate. One type of rock, what is there is the final. Gypsum is a rock formed after evaporation of water. A soft white gray material which is left behind, which is used in the construction industry to make plaster of Paris is called as gypsum. This is your photo of gypsum. This is your gypsum material which is used in POP's plaster of Paris. This completes your chapter number 6.